This year we were delighted to introduce a very strong team to the 2012 VCIC competition. Let me introduce you to the team.
Hi, I'm Watson. I'm from India. Before the MBA, the last few years I was working for SAP in Germany in product development in the areas of fashion and automotive.
Hi, my name is Vivian and I'm from New Zealand. Prior to the MBA, I was a general manager in a medical software company.
Hi, my name's Gareth. I'm from Wales. Prior to the MBA, I spent 6 years in corporate banking.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm from Cambridge in the UK. I have a background in software development and project management.
I'm Catherine. I'm from the UK and I have a business development background working with startups in the wine industry and automotive industry.
So team, could you please outline the main challenges and rewards that you gained from taking part in this year's VCIC?
The VCIC is a global competition and you're competing against students from top business schools and being judged by real VC professionals. The challenge for us is to apply what we've learned on the MBA program into the real world.
The challenge for me was to get up to speed very quickly with the terminology, so there's a really steep learning curve here if you've not worked in that environment before.
From my perspective, I think it's important to remember that you're doing an MBA, and so the workload is pretty intense associated with the VCIC, and whilst it's great fun, you've got to try and find a way to balance it.
The MBA is a very intense experience and we're always constantly running short of time. But it's very rewarding to see that in spite of that, we were able to take on a new challenge, learn a lot of new things, and succeed in such an intense competition. That's a very rewarding feeling.
Personally, I think it was great to actually take some of the classroom learning out and apply it in a real-world situation. Talking to those entrepreneurs, you suddenly realise that they are as nervous as you are, and you got not to be focused on yourself, you've got to be in the room with them at the same time.
I think it's really rewarding to practice your negotiation skills, and also you get to know your team really, really well, and it's an awful lot of fun.
Team, with you now having had the opportunity to evaluate so many business plans, what are the 3 hot tips that you have to offer?
My top tip for evaluating a business plan would be to really focus on the team. Are these a credible bunch of people, and have they got the skill set to make this business successful?
When you look at a business plan, it's important to ask yourself, is this business going to win? Is it going to win against its competitor in its chosen industry?
I think it's important not to get too wrapped up in the detail. Focus on the bigger picture, and don't be afraid to ask yourself the question, if this was my money, would I invest?
And finally, team, what 3 pieces of advice do you have for people who are negotiating a deal?
The thing to remember with the negotiation is that you're trying to build a relationship with this person, this entrepreneur. Think of the long term. So no matter how hard your terms are, be soft with the player.
With the negotiation, it's important to notice how many other teams you're in competition with when talking to that particular entrepreneur. If you're the only person talking to them, you can go in a lot harder than if you're in competition with 4 or 5 other teams.
I think it's important during the negotiation to remember not to bombard the entrepreneur with too many technical terms. It's great that you understand them, but remember, for an agreement to be reached, they must understand it as well.
Thank you, team. We're delighted to have been able to send a team to the VCIC this year. I mean, for Cranfield, it really is an integral part of the MBA because it not only combines aspects such as finance, entrepreneurship, negotiation, as well as personal development, but it really is very much an ethos with a school of knowledge into action, meaning bringing industry and the latest knowledge generated at the university together.